Welcome to Rise to Wealth. Here, I share quality knowledge through storytelling. If you enjoy the content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Now, enjoy the video. I believe that learning through example is the best way to understand and apply concepts effectively. So, pay close attention to the entire story, as within it lies a detailed and replicable step-by-step guide that anyone can use to achieve the same results as person's name and potentially make millions with it. Diego was a young dreamer with a creative mind overflowing with ideas, yet unsure of how to transform his talent into something tangible. At 28 years old, he worked as an attendant at a small bookstore in his city. The environment was calm, filled with books and stories, but his financial reality was far from inspiring. Despite loving to be surrounded by words, his salary barely covered basic expenses, and he often found himself giving up small pleasures just to make ends meet. The frustration grew day by day. Diego knew he was capable of more, but he simply couldn't see a way out. During his breaks, between sips of coffee, he would often jot down thoughts in an old notebook he carried with him. His notes were a mix of ideas for stories, video scripts, and even fictional advertising campaigns. He liked to imagine that someday these creations might lead somewhere, but he had never seriously considered the possibility of turning them into something real. After all, who would pay for ideas? This thought haunted him every time he tried to muster the courage to pursue a different path. And so, his days passed in this routine of simple work, occasional writing, and shelved dreams. Everything began to change on an apparently ordinary evening. After a long and tiring day, Diego came home, ate a quick dinner, and collapsed onto the couch with his phone in hand. While aimlessly scrolling through his social media feed, he stumbled upon a video that caught his attention. It was a content creator talking about the challenge of consistently producing scripts for his YouTube channel. The creator mentioned how difficult it was to come up with fresh ideas and structure them in an engaging way. Diego was intrigued. He thought, I know how to do this. Writing stories is what I love most. In that moment, something inside him awakened. Curious, he decided to dig deeper into the world of content creators. He began watching videos about script writing, engagement strategies, and storytelling techniques. More and more, he felt that this could be something he was good at, but he still didn't know how to start. Diego stayed up late that night, absorbing as much information as he could. He began to picture himself offering his writing services to these creators. But the fear of rejection or not being good enough held him back from taking the first step. Then, the next day during his break at work, Diego saw a post in an online freelancer group. A content creator was looking for someone to help develop scripts. The description required exactly the kind of skills Diego knew he had, but he hesitated. Can I really do this? He wondered. For a few minutes, he stared at the screen, trying to decide whether to respond to the post. Finally, he gathered his courage, wrote a brief message, and sent it. He didn't expect much, but he knew that if he didn't try, he would never know. To his surprise, the creator quickly replied, asking Diego to develop a short sample script as a test. He dedicated himself to it that very evening. He took one of the ideas from his notebook, adjusted it to fit the creator's channel, and delivered the script the following day. The response was almost immediate. The creator loved it and said they wanted to use the script for their next video. Diego couldn't believe what was happening. When he received payment for the work, or 150, he was ecstatic. For the first time, he had managed to earn money doing something he loved. This moment was a turning point. Diego realized that there was a real market for his ideas and that perhaps he had found a way to change his life. In the days that followed, he began researching how to offer creative services online. That's when he discovered platforms like Fiverr and Workana, where freelancers from all over the world offered their services to clients seeking creative solutions. Diego created profiles on these platforms describing his skills in a simple yet direct manner. He set a low initial price to attract his first clients, knowing he needed to build a reputation before he could charge higher rates. In the first few days, nothing happened. He anxiously checked the apps, but no orders came through. Diego began to doubt himself again, but decided he couldn't give up so quickly. He kept improving his portfolio, adding examples of fictional scripts he had created to showcase what he was capable of doing. Finally, after a week, he received his first order on one of the platforms. It was to write a script for a small channel that focused on historical curiosities. The client requested something detailed yet engaging, and Diego dedicated himself fully to the project. When he delivered the work, he received praise and a positive review on the platform. This small boost was enough to open new doors. Soon, other orders began to appear, and Diego started to realize he was building something meaningful. He still worked at the bookstore, but now he had an additional income that made a difference at the end of the month. More importantly, for the first time, he felt that his ideas were being valued. Each new client was confirmation that he was on the right path. This initial journey was transformative for Diego. He no longer saw his ideas as something without value, but as tools that could open doors and change his life. With each passing day, he felt more confident and motivated to continue exploring this new world. He knew he still had much to learn, but for the first time in years, he felt that he had found something truly worth pursuing. After his initial successes, Diego realized that what had started as a side hustle could turn into something much bigger. He decided to create a structured approach to optimize his time, attract more clients, and transform his ideas into a revenue-generating machine. The first step was to analyze the freelance market and identify where he could stand out. Diego noticed that many content creators and small businesses were looking for scriptwriters. But there was also a growing demand for engaging narratives, audience engagement strategies, and storytelling. He understood that it wasn't enough to simply write well. He needed to create something that delivered direct value to the client. The first step was to craft a clear and attractive offer for clients. Diego revised his freelance platform profiles, refining the description of his services to highlight specific benefits. He made it clear that he didn't just create scripts, he delivered stories that helped clients engage their audience and grow their reach. Instead of merely listing his skills, he focused on the results he could generate. Turn your ideas into irresistible videos your audience will love. This made all the difference. Clients weren't just buying a service. They were investing in a solution to their problems. Next, Diego developed a system to manage his workflow and ensure consistent quality for every project. He divided the creation process into replicable steps that could be applied to any type of script. Information gathering. Diego always began each project by understanding the client's objectives. He created a simple form for clients to fill out with essential details, such as the video's topic, the desired tone, and the target audience. This process helped him avoid unnecessary rework and ensured the script aligned with the client's expectations, research, and planning. With the client's information in hand, Diego dedicated specific time to researching the requested topic. He used reliable sources to guarantee the accuracy of the information and looked for visual and textual references to enrich the content. This step was crucial to creating scripts that were both informative and engaging. Script structuring. Diego organized the content into a clear structure: introduction, development, and conclusion. He always started with an impactful hook to capture the audience's attention in the first few seconds. Then, he developed the main topic using relevant examples and stories. Finally, He closed with a motivational message or a call to action that aligned with the client's goals. Revision and refinement. Before delivering the script, Diego meticulously reviewed every detail to ensure it was flawless. He checked grammar, adjusted the tone as needed, and ensured the content flowed naturally. In some cases, he used AI tools like ChatGPT to review and suggest improvements. With this system in place, Diego managed to optimize his time and increase his productivity. However, he knew that creating quality scripts alone wasn't enough. He needed to attract more clients. To achieve this, he began investing in personal marketing strategies. He created a digital portfolio in the form of a website, showcasing completed projects and including testimonials from satisfied clients. Additionally, he started sharing tips about storytelling and scriptwriting on social media, positioning himself as an authority in the field. This generated a steady stream of inquiries from potential clients interested in his services. Another crucial step was pricing. Initially, Diego charged low rates to attract clients, but he soon realized he needed to adjust his prices to reflect the value of his work. He researched the average market rates and created service packages with options for various budgets. For example, he offered a basic script for short videos at an accessible price, but charged more for elaborate scripts or packages with multiple videos. This strategy allowed him to increase his income without overloading his schedule. To handle the growing demand, Diego began using automation tools to streamline administrative tasks, such as sending proposals and tracking payments. He also invested in his education, taking online courses on advanced storytelling techniques and digital marketing. These additional skills helped him offer a more comprehensive service and stand out in a competitive market. One of the highlights of this stage was when Diego started exploring the use of artificial intelligence to streamline his creative process. He used tools like ChatGPT to generate initial ideas or outline script structures, saving hours of work. However, he always ensured to personalize and refine the content to guarantee that each script was unique and aligned with the client's needs. This approach allowed him to increase his production capacity without compromising quality. Over time, Diego realized he could add even more value by offering complimentary services. He started providing quick consultations to help content creators develop their engagement strategies. These sessions not only generated additional income, but also strengthened his relationships with clients and increased the likelihood of future contracts. He also began creating customized packages that included scripts, content planning, and video topic suggestions. This integrated approach became a competitive differentiator. Another aspect Diego always prioritized was customer service. He understood that building strong relationships was essential for retaining clients and earning referrals. He responded to messages promptly, kept clients informed about the progress of their projects, and consistently delivered work on time. These small gestures made all the difference, ensuring he received excellent reviews on freelancer platforms, which in turn attracted even more clients. The result of this structured and efficient approach was remarkable. In less than 6 months, Diego went from being a beginner in the freelance market to a highly sought-after scriptwriter with a steady list of clients and an income that surpassed his fixed job salary. More importantly, he finally felt he was using his talent meaningfully and living off something he truly loved doing. With his work structure firmly in place, Diego's strategy began yielding increasingly impressive results. At first, he worked as an individual freelancer, serving small content creators and businesses. This earned him an extra income of about $2,500 per month, which was enough to ease his financial situation and give him a sense of freedom. However, he knew he could go much further. His goal was clear: to create a source of income that not only supplemented, but exceeded the salary from his day job. The breakthrough came when Diego implemented two key strategies to boost his earnings: diversifying his services and expanding through partnerships and delegation. First, Diego decided to diversify his services. He noticed that many clients who hired him for scripts also needed support for other aspects of content creation, such as topic planning, video editing, and even engagement strategies. So, he began offering complete packages that included detailed and personalized scripts, monthly content planning, quick consultations for engagement strategies. Each package was priced between $1,000 and $5,000, depending on the scope of the project. In no time, he started attracting larger clients, such as marketing agencies and digital influencers with thousands of followers who were willing to invest in more comprehensive services. This led to a significant jump in his monthly income, reaching $10,000 within 3 months of implementing this diversification. He realized that serving fewer clients with more complete and lucrative projects was a more efficient way to work. The second crucial step was expanding his operation through partnerships and delegation. The demand for Diego's services grew so much that he could no longer handle all the orders alone. To solve this, he began forming partnerships with other freelancers. He assembled a small team of junior scriptwriters, training them to follow the same quality standards he had established. While he continued managing clients and ensuring the final quality of the scripts, his team handled the more operational aspects of the work. This expansion allowed Diego to handle a significantly larger volume of clients without compromising the quality of his work. He could now take on multiple projects simultaneously, charging between $3,000 and $7,000 for more comprehensive packages while delegating part of the execution. This way, he managed to maintain a substantial profit margin, even after paying a percentage of the fees to the freelancers who worked with him. At the peak of his operation, Diego was earning $30,000 per month, with a net profit of approximately $22,000 after deducting costs for freelancers and tools. This amount was more than enough for him to leave his job at the bookstore and fully dedicate himself to his business. More importantly, he finally felt he was doing something he truly loved and helping other creators achieve their goals in the process. Another crucial factor contributing to his income growth was client retention. Diego didn't just deliver high-quality scripts. He also built solid relationships with his clients. He offered bonuses, such as extra ideas for future videos, and was always available to answer questions and make adjustments when necessary. These gestures of attention and care resulted in an exceptionally high retention rate. Around 70% of his clients returned to hire him again. Moreover, Diego invested in his personal brand, positioning himself as a market authority. He began creating content on social media, sharing tips on storytelling and strategies for content creators. This not only attracted new clients, but also opened doors to larger opportunities, such as speaking engagements and workshops. For instance, he was invited to deliver a workshop on storytelling at a digital marketing event, where he earned a fee of $10,000. Diego also discovered another income stream that complemented his main business: selling online courses. He developed a course on how to craft engaging scripts aimed at freelancers and content creators. The course was launched on an online teaching platform, and with an effective marketing strategy, it generated over $50,000 in sales within the first month. This new revenue stream not only diversified his income, but also strengthened his authority in the market. With all these strategies working together, Diego achieved an average total revenue of $40,000 per month. His story became an example of how creativity, when properly structured, can be a powerful source of wealth. He not only transformed his own life, but also inspired many others to explore the freelance market and discover the value of their ideas. Diego's financial results demonstrate that with dedication, strategy, and the smart use of tools and partnerships, it's possible to turn any talent or passion into a significant source of income. His story is living proof that success doesn't happen overnight, but that consistent and well-planned steps can lead to extraordinary outcomes.